started. So you hopefully were able to get some delicious breakfast this morning. That was sponsored by
Good morning, you're welcome.
Dr. Erin Harrell and Jessica Nolan are they're actually local realtors in town, but they also have a foundation that supports kids in foster care. So some of you may know them because they are working with some of your students in your buildings. However, they want to do more. So they really want to talk to you about what they do, why they do, and how they can help you. So there are some papers on the table, with their information. So please feel free to reach out afterwards. But I want to thank them again for donating breakfast for us and introduce them. So take it away, ladies.
You're welcome. Thank you. I've known Angela since high school. So, and being from here, it's scary to be in a room this many principals because I was not always number one student. But I'm Jessica Nolan. I'm born and raised here. We have a very special place. Lee County is a very special place in our hearts. Erin Harrell is my business partner. She will tell you that we work very hard to give back to our community in any way we can, and kids have a very special place in our heart. So we partnered about 8 years ago, and we sell houses so we can give back and so every kid can have a home or a roof over their head. So shelter, and that's important to us. And I want to tell you a little bit about Erin. Erin is amazing business partner, but she also loves kids. She's a past foster parent, so she has a very special place in her heart. So you tell me about it.
Okay, yeah. So, and I know some of you because I actually have graduates that are Greenies. Sorry, guys, but I have a special, yes, go Greenies for sure. So, but I did foster. I was actually an educator first. So I taught in middle school, I taught in high school, and then I was in higher ed for a long time over here. So I do know many of you from either my kids getting in trouble just once or twice or a lot of times, right? Sorry. So, but I really appreciate what you guys do. But after I stopped fostering and after I left higher ed and got into real estate, because people always say, why do you sell houses as an educator? Well, there's a lot more money to be made in education. But I did not want to give up my connection to kids, so I began fostering. When I stopped fostering, we started the foundation. We really focus on middle school and high school kids that are in foster care or displaced, because as I took kids through my house, the babies, the toddlers, they got placed first. I did respite foster care, which means they come in right out of the police station, right out of, once they go into being checked for everything that just happened to them out of the hospitals, I took them right in those situations. So most times in the middle of the night, I would show up at a football game with 4 extra kids. People were like, man, that lady gets around. I'm like, no, they're not mine, really. But I always had extra kids for about 8 years in and out of the house. Those kids, the younger ones get placed really easily, as you guys know. The middle school and high school kids, many times they graduate without getting placed. We have a student that was in and out of my house from the time he was in 8th grade. He was out at Riverdale. He kind of jumped around a lot. He was with his guidance counselor. But these are great kids. You guys know this. These kids don't get placed because if you have teenagers of your own, sometimes you don't even like your own, so you're not willing to take on other ones. So they never get placed and they graduate without anything. So we really focus on middle school and high school. If they have younger siblings in elementary school, we'll help those kids out too. Once they get into our program, we follow them. A lot of them go away to the service. A lot of them go into college. So we help those. And I want to thank Superintendent Carlin, I know is not here, but she has Angela Nader sitting on our board, which we are most grateful for, which is why we're here to tell you a little bit about what we're doing. So I want to share with you, and some of you know this because we're at your schools. Some of you may not know it because we talk to your social workers a lot, and I know that sometimes they're so busy they don't get to tell you guys. But just a couple of things that we've done this year. At Lehigh High School, we did the Lucky to Know You bags as our kids that were in the placement that didn't have homes. We sent home a bunch of bags with gift cards for food, toiletries, those kinds of things. Dunbar, we helped multiple kids with Uber gift cards for rides to school, Grad Bash, Uber. We basically do anything for these kids that they would go home and ask their parents for, from getting their nails done from homecoming or prom or getting their hair done, Uber gift cards to get to school, food gift cards because we know they're in transition a lot and they don't have anything to eat. So anything you need for these kids that are in either are homeless displaced or in foster care, we're here to help you out. We usually can have a check to your school, if not that day, the next day. We have an amazing board that allows us to do a lot of things. We raise money for this, for the foundation, obviously by selling houses and selling commercial properties, any kind of real estate. We give back a portion of every sale to our foundation, but through our fundraiser. So we have a fundraiser coming up. It's out on the table out there if you guys grab your bags. It's a great time. It's called Foster the Future. It's on Thursday, April 30th. So if you'd all take out your phones real quickly, put that in there because I know you're all going to show up. You're going to invite all your teachers. It's going to be our best event yet. But it is Derby this year. It's at Backyard Social. We have a ton of prizes, a ton of giveaways. And if you guys have businesses or no businesses, have business partners, we are looking for sponsors. So.
Did I see open bar?
Yes. So tickets are $100, and yes, most important part is open bar because you have to get people really good. I don't want to say drunk, but you have to have them having a good time in order to donate. That's how we get their pockets loosened up. So, no, she wasn't there last year, but she's going to do it this year. So on your way out, if you would grab a card, a business card, we'd love your referrals. And if you grab, we have some burlap beach bags out there. Grab your bags. Thank you guys so much for the job you do, and thanks for having us. Thank you. Okay.
Awesome, yeah, thank you, Jen. All right, we're gonna get started, following our agenda. If you, there's an electronic version of the agenda linked in your calendar, so there will be the link to get into the drive.